doing? Hey, 420, you already know what we're going to celebrate today. Hey, Justine. Hey, I'm not going to keep you that long, but you could tell by my energy. And if you haven't, I'm pretty sure you don't see the thumbnail, so you already know what we're going to celebrate, okay? But let me get about one more person up in here, and then we're going to begin. And thank y'all for being early, because y'all must operate on military time also. Okay, well, we good, Vesters. We good. So guess what? This is what I want to celebrate today. I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support and of your continuous interactions with me and for getting me this milestone that I received news on today. So YouTube contacted me today and they said, hey, I passed the first test. So now I'm officially a YouTube partner. So thank you so much, Vesters. Thank you. I want to share the celebration with you because, hey, guess what? Y'all have been with me here since day one. And I thank you so much. I thank you. And guess what? Representation for the community is growing. And now I'm added to that community. So guess what? We're going to continue to move forward and just wait and see exactly what we're going to do, okay? Hey, how you doing, Green? How you doing? I'm about to make you a mod one day. Now, Vesters, that is some good news. Now, this is not the final test that YouTube has put me in. I got one more one more hump to get over, but this is a major accomplishment. So thank you so much, Vesters. Thank you so much. I cannot say thank you that much, so I can't say thank you enough. But guess what? We're just going to continue to move forward. And we already know that we're getting geared for the next year and for the next young man or woman that need our attention and our assistance, okay? But I just want to share the good news with you. I found out this morning at 7:57, I was approved. So let's continue to move forward. So, Vesters, now I told you I was going to keep you this long. And you know, this is the topic that I normally don't discuss. But I have to share with you my commentary on that fight that I saw last night. Claressa Shield versus Franchon Crews-Dezurn. If you didn't see that fight last night, and like I said, I normally don't discuss boxing. I really haven't seen or paid attention to boxing. And last night, I didn't even know the fight was coming on until a family member brought it to my attention. And I said, sure, I'll sit down and watch the fight. And I was expecting the same old type of fight, the same old intensity, frequency. It is what it is. I really thought I was going to go to sleep before I saw the fight. But let me tell you something. If you didn't see the fight, and if you didn't see the highlights, you are really missing something. The way that Claressa and Crews-Dezurn, and I hope I'm saying her name right, the way they started off in round one, I've never seen nothing like that before. I've seen Tyson fight. I've seen Holyfield fight. I've seen Mayweather fight, but I've never seen a fight like this. I've never even seen Shields fight until last night. The way they came out in round one, oh my. It was like it was something that you would only see in the movies, okay? Round two, matter of fact, from round 1 to round 10, it was back to back. It was intensity. Like I said, if you haven't watched the boxing match, you definitely have to do that. It was so good. Now, to be honest with you, in that first round, I really thought Claressa was going to get dropped by Crews-Dezurn. I really did. I really thought she had Claressa because she had Claressa in them ropes and in that corner. But round two, that's when you saw Claressa get some of her momentum and she started getting her footing, and it started a good battle. And then round three, I really thought that they was going to stop and kind of slow down and get their pace and, you know, back up a little bit, save some energy. It's still round to round. Now, when it comes to the round 6, 7, and 8, I really thought Claressa was going to drop her again. Now, I found out after the fight that Franchon was 38 and Claressa was 30. So I see what the endurance was and why the speed was different. But the combination that both of these ladies was dropping, both of those jabs, those uppercuts, and those combinations, it was like something in the movie last night. That was a good fight. Like I said, Carissa could have dropped her in 6, 7, and 8. Round 9, they picked it back up. Let me tell you one thing, this was a good fight last night. But round 10, that's when, for them whole 3 minutes, it was very intense. So why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this for many, many, many reasons. What Carissa and Crews did last night, whatever fights come in the future, do you know the winning purse is going to be so much greater? Last night, because of this fight last night, Carissa walked away, I may say her name wrong, Shields walked away with over $8 million. Her last fight before this, she only won about 1.5 million. So we did that last night. Vestas. It was, even though it was 2 black women in the ring, what we did for the women boxing sport last night, we took it to another level. Like I said, I watched men fights all my life. It has never been that exciting before. For all 10 rounds, everyone was standing up in the crowds. Both of these young ladies, they need all the applause, the attention, and the accolades and congratulations. Like I said, even the men was standing up. This fight was so good. This fight was good. So all I want to say, Vestas, hey, if you haven't watched the fight, if you care about boxing at all, or if you're just curious on what I'm trying to say or I'm sharing with you today, just go watch the highlights, because Carissa? Like I said, I never watched her fight before, and I never even heard of Crews-Dezurn. I don't follow boxing, but that fight that I watched last night, moving forward, anytime I see Carissa in the headlines, I'm definitely going to tune in, because she had some combinations out this world. And like I said, she could have dropped Crews in 6, 7, or 8, but Crews was taking them punches too. Look, her physique was not like Shields, because Shields has a physique very cut up and toned, and Crews, Crews, she has a different type of body type, but she was taking them punches and she was lightning fast. Now Carissa, trust me, it wasn't just a easy fight for Carissa, because Carissa, she had to duck and dodge, and like I told you, I thought she was gonna drop Carissa in that first round, but she was moving. But 8 years older than Carissa, she was ducking and dodging too, and she was giving Carissa those body hits too. But Carissa took it overboard. Carissa ain't nothing to play about. I hope I'm not messing up her name, but Shields is nothing to play with. I mean, she was dropping combinations that I wish I would see on a Mike Tyson or a Holyfield or Carissa she's dangerous. She always made me want to go in boxing. She motivated me last night, okay? So that's all I just wanted to say, Vestas. If you didn't see that fight, or if you haven't watched the highlights, just go out there and watch it, just to be curious, because they did that. What those 2 ladies did for the sport of boxing last night was awesome. And Vestas, that's it. I told you I was going to keep you long. So I thank you. I thank you for your support. Remind me, you know what? No, I haven't watched her. But I did hear that Layla Ali wanted to fight Carissa. Oh, and at the end of the bout, there is, I think, another boxer by the name of Malika, that wants to get in the ring with Shields. And Shields says she's willing to drop, I think it was about 8 to 10 pounds just to fight her. Okay, so we shall see. But Layla Ali, I heard that Layla Ali is interested in fighting Shields, but I don't know if it's going to happen, okay? I don't know. But that'll be another good one. But what they did for the sport of boxing, I'm going to say for men boxing and women boxing, they did that last night. They did that. That was an awesome fight. And then I heard after everything, of course, after the match, I heard that Carissa and Crews have been friends and business partners for a long time. So then when I heard that, I said, well, wow, they sure came out and they was fighting real intensive, like they hated each other. Well, the backstory on that is when they went into the weigh-in about a day or 2 before the fight, it actually was a scuffle that happened at the weigh-in, not between those two fighters, but between their entourage. And I heard that Crews kind of hurt her ankle or leg, so the fight could have been cut. As I said, I've been watching football, so I really wasn't tracking all this until somebody said, hey, the fight is on. And like I said, I decided to watch it. So because they were friends, leading up to the fight, I guess it got so intense. One of the friends started sharing public information or private information in the public, which is why they had this animosity in the first round. I would say throughout the whole fight, it was some animosity. And at the end of the fight, when Shields won, they go into the center of the ring and she's trying to hug Crews. Now at this time, like I said, I didn't know that they were friends. She's trying to hug her, and she's not accepting the hug. She goes up to Crews and she goes up to Shields and she's talking. And Shields is like looking like talking back and forth. I really thought they was actually about to fight after the ring. And I'm like, what's going on? What's up between these two women? And that's what I found out the backstory, that the announcer was like they was friends, and recently they had some bad blood. With that being said, they kept talking. It's like they didn't care that the world was watching. They was talking out whatever they had to talk out. They was getting it out. And then eventually they must have just got everything they out and they eventually embraced. And then the fight was over. Then Crews came back. She gave Shields her flowers. Everything seemed calm. They went back to being friends. So that's why Twitter and internet was on fire last night. I almost went live myself just to cover the last round because it was very intense. But it was a very good boxing match. Well, Vestas, like I said, I just wanted to share the good news, and I also just want to give you my commentary on that fight, because that was a good fight last night. They did something for the world of boxing. Okay, Vestas? And I thank you for coming here, Vestas. I thank you coming here, Vestas, and just coming to this live. Then I'm gonna let you go, Vestas, okay? All right, Vestas, thank you. Watch the highlight of the fight, okay? Watch the fight.